You ever notice how nobody talks about how weird it feels to be 23 right now? Like, we're not lazy, we're not stupid, we're not irresponsible, but somehow it feels like no matter how much you move, you're still behind. Now, I've been thinking about this a lot. Growing up, they made it simple. Well, they made it seem simple at least, graduate, get a job, work hard, stack your bread. Life figures itself out, but nobody explained, bro, all the bullshit, like inflation, bro. Like, nobody explained rent being basically second car note, nigga, three car notes, fucking one. Nobody explain groceries costing like you shopping for a family of 10 or some shit, bro. Like I got two kids, so you know it's a lot, but the inflation just dragged it all out crazy. So like when milk went up $1, for me that wasn't no theory to me. That shit was real. But anyways, I grew up with four brothers, me, and a single mom, so we already knew what stretching $1 meant. We already knew what it felt like when the lights was almost off. So I always told myself when I get older, I'm not moving like that, But nobody tells you the system, how different the system is now. Back then you could work one job and survive, but now you need a job, a side hustle, mental stability, like you a fucking superhero, nigga, like you fucking the Hulk, some shit, like you Iron Man. And what's crazy is we watching, old gameplay of me playing fucking Black Ops 1 and like low key did not dead ass though. Like those are the last times life felt so simple. That's like this is when I was able to just hop on after school, no bills, no kids, no, is this paycheck enough or some shit. Like look, just fucking here waiting for a fucking care package to fucking drop. Like shit talking with my fucking friends and COD on party chat. But now you loading in life and it's fucking on veteran shit. Real life, you on veteran, no tutorial. And I think that's what messes with our generation the most. It's not that we scared of work or it's that we reward. I'm sorry, it's that the reward don't match the effort anymore. Like you could grind 40 hours a week and still feel broke. You could do everything right and still feel behind. But that doesn't mean like it does something to your confidence, especially as a man, especially as a father. I ain't gonna lie. There be nights I sit there calculating everything in my head. Rent, diapers, car, no food, unexpected stuff. And you realize adulthood isn't about flexing, it's about surviving smart, bro. Nobody posts that part. And social media makes it so much worse, bro. You scroll through and it look like everybody winning in life, bro. Trips, new cars, businesses. Meanwhile, you just trying to make sure, your account don't hit negative. You're not the only one, bro. You know, don't let that mess with your mental, bro. For real. But like, what I started realizing is a lot of people just not rich. They finance, they leverage, they in debt. They just don't show the part you don't want to see. The truth. Like, we're the first generation that really stepped into adulthood in a weird economic era. Pandemic hit, prices jumped, wages didn't match, and we just supposed to adjust quietly. No handbook, nigga, just vibes. You bugging. You bugging. You know. But here's why I just said complaining don't change the economy, but understanding it changes how you move. I stopped trying to look successful and started trying to be stable. That's different, bro. Like stability don't look cool online, but stability means your kids are straight. Stability means you sleep at night. From growing up in the trench, you to like teaches you survival, but survival mode will burn you out in the long run. So now I'm learning balance, not chasing fast money, not comparing my chapter 3 to somebody's chapter 12. Just building slowly, progressing, because the slow build might be the only real way right now. And maybe that's the uncomfortable truth about being 23 in this economy. It's not glamorous, it's not fast, it's not overnight. It's patience, it's discipline, it's swallowing pride sometimes. It's saying no to stuff you want to say yes to. It's realizing being up doesn't always mean flashy, and maybe that's the real flex. Breaking a cycle quietly, raising your kids better, handling your responsibilities as a man, even when the system feels cooked. I don't got all the answers now. I'm still figuring out, but I know this. I know we not crazy for feeling the pressure. We not weak for feeling behind. We just early in the game. Nobody explained properly. And maybe the goal ain't to win fast. Maybe it's just to stay in the game long enough to build something real, you know. Because one day we're gonna be looking back at 23 and realize this season that just made us solid. Feel me? At the end of the day gotta end. I'll catch you on the next one. Ben's out. Peace.